So the next thing is we'll try to learn how to use the draw feature in Microsoft Word. And when you are in Microsoft Word, the first thing you need to look is you look at the top ribbons over here, and you can see draw feature down here. You just click. In cases when you don't have it in your own Microsoft Word, you can always come to anywhere within the ribbon and right click, or you can come to these three dots and just click to see more commands that are in Microsoft Word. You can just come all the way here. You can add it if you don't have it on the ribbon. And once you're here, you can check on the ribbons over here, and you can see these are popular commands. So if you want to see that draw feature, you have to check on all commands. You can just click on this drop down and come down here and say all commands, and then you can navigate to, it's arranged in alphabetical order, so you can just go to D and you'll be able to see draw over here. So you just select it and you hit on this, and it's going to bring it to the main tabs. Okay, right now we have it, but in cases if you don't have it, you can always add it by just selecting it over here and just clicking on this arrow, and it will add it to this feature, and you can be able to see it over here as well on the main tabs. So once you add, you can say save, and you can just come back and you see it over here. So in my own case, we have, so all you need to do is to go back to the space where you want to draw. Assuming I want to draw some things over here, you just click and just hit on enter several times to create the needed space for you to start drawing. And then you can come to the draw tab. You have a number of things over here. The first is the draw icon, the draw command, which is the main command. If you hit on this, you can start drawing right away. And then you have the eraser. You can erase and click on this. You can use stroke, you can use small eraser, or you can use medium eraser, depending on what size or what you want to delete at a particular time. So you can click to have the eraser. And then over here you have multiple types of pens. Okay, I'll show you how to use them, but you have the option to add any pen. You can add a pen, you can add a highlighter, you can add a pencil. All these can be possible over here in cases when you want to arrange all your pens and have them customized to a specific color. You can just do that, as well as the tip of the pen. You can customize it to your liking. And next you have the draw with path. Okay, I will show you also how to do that. You can use your pad, your trackpad, to just draw anything of your choice in Microsoft Word, and then you can draw a table also from here. I've explained how to draw a table in a subsequent video. I'll put it up here or in the description so you can just go through it, but I'll still take you through the basics so that you understand what I mean. So for the first draw, you can select anything. For example, we select this pencil and it activates the draw feature, and you can just start drawing anything. Okay, you can draw anything anywhere within the spaces you've provided. Now you have the option to click on this small arrow to have more features. For example, the tip of the pen or the pen diameter, you can increase or decrease the diameter accordingly. You can make it bigger or you can make it smaller. So you can see this is now bigger, and you can make it quite smaller if you want, depending on your choice. So you can see it can be quite small. You can customize it to any shape, and the coloration as well. Right now it is black in color. You can change it to any color. For example, we can go to this color, and once you say okay, you can easily draw in that color. Okay, or you can delete that particular pencil as well if you want, or you can check out on more color. You can just click on this and you have different color, maybe red, this yellow color, and you say okay to this, and this adds it as a yellow color. So very easy. You can customize, you can add effects on it as well. You can add effects so you can dramatize it and make it quite better and professional. You can see when we have a bigger, you can make it much better and looks fantastic. Okay, so this is how to use this, how to use the different features, the different type of pens, and to customize the different features, color, the most recent color that you've used, the effects, and the standard colors, as well as the tip of the pen. You can play around with all these features with just few clicks. Next we have reduce the size of the tip of the pencil, and then you can check out the highlighter. Okay, you just click on the highlighter. The default is yellow color, and you can highlight anywhere within your document. You're free to highlight anything to show emphasis or anything. As you are reading, you can use this feature to highlight anything, and you can add or you can change the color. The default is yellow. You can change the color, or you can change how big is the size of the diameter. You can change that from here, or you can change the coloration as well, just like the way you do on the pencil or thereabout. You can do that, and you can add more color if you want, also using the same feature. This spectrum, you can click, you can check, you can add any picture, or you can add multiple other features from here. Okay, so just feel free to to give it a try, you can come over here, click on this. You can add a color from a file if you have, or you can copy from anywhere, or you can paste a color, or you can add a color from a clipboard. Maybe you have copied somewhere, you can easily add from here as well. So it's very cool. You can add any picture. Right now it's black. You can add pencils as well, like I've explained. You can add a pencil, you can add a highlighter. You can just click with just a simple click and you add a pencil, a black pencil. You can play around with the same feature just like we've explained. Let's say we take this color, and you can do multiple things according to what your content is going to be. So assuming I like this, and assuming I don't want to use pencil on this, I don't want to use my mouse, I want to use a trackpad to do most of my editings, I can do that as well by just enabling the trackpad. So all you need to do is to make sure you have enough space. Let's undo this so you can have enough space to put in our trackpad. So for example, we enable using trackpad. You can see very easily you enable the trackpad. So you can draw with one finger or move with two fingers and press any key to exit. So we can move with two fingers, just move to position it correctly, and then you can start. It starts usually at the center. So you can start writing anything, you can start drawing anything, and you can move the trackpad to anywhere. Okay, so you continue to write, and you can use your two fingers to move it somewhere and just write. Once you're done drawing anything, you can just hit any key to exit, and this becomes part of your document. You can see it becomes part of your document, and this is now a drawing. And once you select it, you can see the shape feature. You can enable the shape feature and continue with some basic editing. But I don't want the drawing on this type of pen or with this kind of pen. I may want it to be a little bit glaring. This one was done with a pencil. You can maybe want to do it with a red pen, and you can enable the same drawing pad. Okay, and you can use your one hand to start drawing. You can draw virtually anything. Use your two hands to move, and you can draw anything of your choice, and it's going to be as perfect as you can have it. Okay, so it depends on what message you want to use, but enabling the trackpad can assist you and can make your drawings look much more professional and nice. So hit on any key to exit, and you have access again to all the drawings. Very fantastic and nice. Next we have the draw table. This is very possible. You want to draw a table, you don't want to follow the normal method, you can just select and just try to draw a table. Okay, so you can see by just dragging and dropping, you draw your table, and you can see you can draw multiple tables, multiple cells within your table, and you can come down as well and draw other tables as well, other cells as well. Okay, so very easily you can customize and draw the table. One thing you should pay attention to is once you start drawing the table, the layout properties of table comes up. Okay, so you have the option to enable the grid line, just like so. You can enable more properties. You can draw the table on your own like we've just done, or you can enable the eraser by just clicking on this. You could click to remove any section of it. Okay, or you can delete any section. You could delete a cell, you could delete a column, you could delete the entire table also if you want, and then you could add something. You could add rows above, you could add rows below, and you could insert columns. Okay, you can insert multiple columns to the left or to the right, depending on your choice. You could split the table, you could split cells, or you could do auto fit to content. You can just click on this and do auto fit to content, to auto fit to windows, or fixed column width. You can do all that, and you can play around with the height and width of the table over here. So you could go ahead and check out the distribution. You could distribute rows and columns, and you could play around with the features, the alignment of the features in the table. Is it aligned top, right, left, center, or bottom? You can play around with all this depending on what kind of feature or what kind of message you are trying to create. So let's say we have this table over here. You can select it. You can select this particular cell, and we have the option to come to layout. And this is what I mean by the alignment. Okay, you can align center, and you can align bottom right or bottom left, depending. So you're free to play around with this, or you can change the text direction as you wish, depending. So this is the basics of table design, and you can come over here and change any feature in terms of the table design. You get a number of them. You can select and change accordingly. You can add header and footer, and you can add different kind of features. You can play around with the border lines and other border effects over here. Okay, so you're free to just give it a try and attempt it to see. But basically, this is the basics of how to use the draw feature in Microsoft Word. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.